Well, hopefully this video is going to come out alright. I've had some technical issues over the weekend. That's why this video is coming out late. So we'll have to see if this one actually works. And the truth is, if you're hearing me say this, then it actually worked. So that's cool. Most people are, I'm sure, waiting for me to say something about the whole BLAHHGojevich situation up there in Illinois. And actually, just to clear it up, I'm not in the running anymore for the Senate seat. Nope, I took myself out because I got wind that something was going down. Yeah. No, that was Valerie Jarrett. Sorry, Valerie Jarrett. Yeah, she was going to be she was one of the candidates for the Senate seat. And then she pulled out right when, before the axe came down. So, but I'm going to hold off on that because there's a whole lot of questions going on still. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Will President-elect Obama be kind of indicted in this whole thing? I doubt that. His name does come up 45 different times in the indictment originally, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Right now, of course, he says, I've had no talk with the governor's office. I don't know anything. Nope, not heard a thing. Rahm Emmanuel, nope, never talked about it, never knew anything. Okay, it's possible maybe they didn't. Of course, Chicago politics is pretty rough to run, so I'm going to hold off, and I'd rather focus on something else this week, something that's really, really important to me and to others out there. But I have one last thing to say about the whole BLAHHGojevich situation. I think pretty soon what we're going to do is we're going to realize that Blagojevich is basically going to be doing this. Yeah, he's going to be singing like a canary pretty soon. I mean, apparently they've got Rahm Emmanuel apparently on some of these wiretaps, not knowing what he said yet, but they've got, Blagojevich's wife on wiretap, apparently knowing about this whole candidate Senate situation, seat swapping deal going on. So I think once they basically say to, Blagojevich over there that they're going to start, bringing in all these people, he's going to start talking to cut his own sentence. I think that's going to be the deal. I think he's going to start singing like a canary, and he's going to start blowing out names left and right in order to save his own butt. And I think that's when we're really going to find out what's going on with this whole situation. No doubt the Obama camp's in total defensive mode now, shutting down, closing up, watching everything that people are saying, just because this is not what you need before you even start your presidency. But you raise up around Chicago politics, and the Chicago corruption has been there since, Al Capone, through the dailies and so on and so forth. You can't play around these guys and not expect to get some dirt thrown on you. So Obama's got a tough road ahead of him, and I'd like to see how it's going to work out. But right now I want to focus on something that I've been talking about a little bit, and that is finding your voice. This Chicago politics stuff wouldn't have to go on for as long as it has for decades and decades and decades if people would speak up, if more citizens would speak up and find their voice, find their passion, stand up against this kind of stuff. It's okay at presidential rallies to, to scream your passion, and you see this and you see the candidates get up there and go, yeah, and we're going to do, But after the elections, it's like everybody calms back down again. No, we've got to use our voices, man. We've got to use YouTube, MySpace, email, fax machines, phones, whatever you got to do. We've got to find our voice to stand up and proclaim what we are passionate about, what the right thing is, what we believe in. I don't care if you're Democrat, liberal, or conservative, Republican, or Christian, or Jew, or Muslim. You know that if you don't stand up and speak, no one's going to hear what the important word is that you have to say. That's why God gave us a voice. That's why we're here. Republican, conservatives, we are going to die out if we don't speak louder. We need to speak up. It's up to us. And here I want to illustrate that point with a short song. It's a little bit old, but I think you're really going to get the point. It's a short song that illustrates how important it is just to have one voice. Listen to the lyrics carefully, and I'll be back right after the song.
Some of us are wondering why. And I'm gonna watch you can ride your new bike to school. In a kind of world where mom and dad still believe the golden rule. Life's not as simple down here on earth. A thousand prayers, a million words. One voice was heard. One voice, one simple word. Hearts know what to say. One dream can change the world. Keep believing till you find a Yesterday while walking home, I saw some kid on Newberry Road. He pulled a pistol from his bag and tossed it in the river below. Legs full ahead, down
That was a song called One Voice by Billy Gilman. Of course, he was about 11 back then, and he did that around the time of the Columbine school shootings, when all the high school shootings and the middle school shootings were going on. He had written that and made the simple point that, you know, one kid's voice made a difference. You know, one person's actions made a difference. You know, the kid took the gun, and instead of doing the school shooting, which was going to happen, he took it and he threw it into the river below, and it changed, you know, something that could have happened. And at the same way, we have the power to do that. You know, Republican conservatives out there, you know what we stand for, you believe in what we stand for. Get out there and voice it. Find ways to voice it. You know, you can do PowerPoint, you can do all sorts of things. Windows Movie Maker, you know, you can do videos, you can do little commercial clips, you can do funny clips, you could, you know, do whatever. You know, call or email or write your senators, fax your senators and your local, you know, people. We need to get some congressmen and congresswomen that we can hold accountable, you know what I mean, get them in there. And the bottom line is, if we speak up loud enough, listen, most politicians are selfish. Let's admit that, okay? Most politicians are selfish on both sides of the aisle. And if they think they're going to lose their position because the people, you know, are complaining and they're being really loud, they're going to either change their ways or they're going to be out on their butts. That's the bottom line. But we've got to find our voice. Your voice is powerful. Listen, whether it's for art or music or Republicans or Democrats or whatever you have a passion for, don't let anybody keep you quiet. Use your voice. Speak out. Speak up. You know, we have to do that, or this ship's going to go down. And that's the bottom line. Find your voice. Use your voice. Speak it loudly and speak clearly. And don't worry about what people are going to think, because the rewards for you and the rewards for this country later on are going to be well worth it. Stand up. Let's hear your voice. Thanks for listening. May God continue to bless us in America.